Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you very much for joining me for today's video. So I'm starting a brand new series called Simply Made Sundays, and I'll be featuring one of my favourite die sets from Simply Made Crafts, and I'll be showing you different ideas and different combinations and how you can mix things together and create something really different with them. Okay, so I'm going to be featuring a special day today. It actually does have a special offer currently, so this really encouraged me to do this one for my first project. So a special day has 40% off. I'll pop the poster here, and that ends on the 10th of March 2023. And if you are a VIP member, which is $9.99 a year, you will also get an extra 10% off, and I'll leave all of those details down below. So this is the special day collection here. We have these lovely numbers, and it comes with an A5 wedding and celebration birthday theme here as well, and you get all of these extra dies. And then we have the elegant pocket and flap die set. I love this one, and these are also going to work really well with the mini albums too. And then we have the elegant frame die set, which is, this one's a really nice big size die there, and this mat here, this stitched mat, will fit inside the medium album. Okay, and then we have the 12 by 12 papers. I've got the papers I'm working with today already ready, and this is the paper pack that comes with it. Again, this is all 40% off, and it's also available as a bundle as well. So 12 by 12, 24 single-sided sheets. Now, what are we going to be making today? Here it is, the Tombstone gift bag die set. Now this one is not on special offer. Some of you may have this already, so I'll be mostly featuring the special day. But I did want to do the gift bag, and this one is perfect because it's got this lovely scalloped ornate topping, but I won't be using any of the RIP or the cobwebs or the spider or anything scary or spooky. We're going to be making a nice celebratory gift bag, perfect for birthdays and weddings and Mother's Day even. So we're going to be switching this up big style, and let's get started. So I'm going to be starting off with some craft cardstock today. So let's get those out. So this is just a A4 craft cardstock. Let's tip everything out here as well. Set aside all the dies that we're not going to be using. I really just want this for the main construction of the bag. So the side, the front, and also the mats, so all the spooky things can stay in this little bag here. Right, let's get die cutting. I'm going to need 2 of those and 2 of those, and these I'm going to decide a little bit later on what I'm going to be doing with those. So you will be needing a large format die cutting machine for this, unless you have like one of those extended longer platforms for an ordinary like big shot. So those will all fit on there, and I'm just going to separate these with a bit of tape. Right, let's run those through. Okay, so I have chosen my pattern papers. I'm going to layer up the floral onto the pink just there, and then I'll get some more craft cardstock for layering up some sentiments on the front. So this is a very quick and easy gift bag that you can pop together, and if you want to, you can mat and layer the inside of the bag as well. That really will create some strength there, and it's really easy to do. Just use the same dies, it will all layer on the inside just as well. So I'm just going to crease all of these score lines, and then we can start gluing together. Now the plan is to mat this gift bag before I finish gluing it together. So I'm going to make a big long flat piece and then do some matting. So I'm going to be using Cosmic Shimmer today. And all I'm simply going to do is just join everything together. It's quite self-explanatory because it's bag front, bag side, bag front, bag side. Okay, that is all joined together, so let's do our layering, and I am actually going to use some foam pads as well, I think, just to add a little bit more dimension. So let's get these mats glued together first. Okay, so that's going to live just here. See, it's not Tombstone or anything like that, so the how you decorate this gift bag really makes a whole ton of difference on the finished outcome. Okay, so let's grab some foam pads. I might have to get another pack. Just one on the top there, pop one there, another one here. Now, if you do like the Halloween theme, then you will find on my channel all of the YouTube tutorials on the whole entire Halloween collection. The witch's hat is very close to selling out. I think we only have less than a handful of those left. So the witch's hat was very popular. And then we also have the bat-shaped crackers as well. Those were really fun. Okay, let's get this glued together. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue just to this side tab. Just going to hold that in place because we have all these 3D pads. It's affecting how this lies flat, so I'm just going to hold that in place while that sets. The Cosmic Shimmer does dry clear, and that should be enough. Right, so I'm just going to add glue now just to these little side flaps here. Pop that down, and then I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on this last flap. There we go. So that is all ready now. If you want to line that with some more papers, that's going to look really pretty. And you can also add some tissue paper in there. Some gold tissue paper would go really well with this. But we're not going to stop there. I'm going to do some inking now. I'm going to be using some vintage photo and one of my brushes. What brush we use? There we go. And then and then we're just going to just distress the edges just like this. You can do all this individually before you mat and layer, but I do like to just do it all at the same time. And this would also work well if you just had an ordinary sponge as well. I think I might need a new pad of this. Get a re-inker or something. I did have, or I used to have, the Distress Ink Oxide in the vintage photo, but that went walkies, so I'm not sure where that one is. So I'm going to have to get a new one of those anyway. So the vintage photo shade is absolutely perfect for distressing, adding a sort of aged look on the edges as well. It kind of gives it that whimsical thing and sets things back, especially if you have some really bold items that you want to make less bold. Okay, so I'm going to film this bit. I sometimes don't, but I am going to include it in this one. I'm just going to include my thoughts and my decision making because I know some people can have a little bit of trouble with that. So what direction do I want to take with this gift bag? I can easily make a birthday kind of goodie bag. So it would be a birthday party. So you can create those little goodie bags for all your friends to take home. Pop a bit of cake in there for a kids party. You can pop a couple of toys in. You can even use the numbers as well just to decorate the front. If it's a special birthday, you know, you could put number 80 on there as well. depending on what it is, or if it's a wedding anniversary. You've got some goodie bags to give everyone to take home. You can do that. You can create a thank you bag, or a wedding. So I think I'm going to go for the thank you. Okay, so I have two bits of cardstock here. This measures 2.5 by 2.5, and this one measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to stamp this on its end, and I've just I've just taken out the Distress Oxide in Walnut Stain, which is a slightly darker shade than the vintage photo. And I'm going to go diagonally across. And if you find that's a little bit too faint for you, you can always go for black, but I just wanted to bring everything back a little bit so that it doesn't really kind of just stand out. Okay, so obviously it needs to be readable, but not to the point where it's stamped on there and it looks out of place. And then I've got these swirls here that I'm going to add at the top and at the bottom. So I like to do a little bit of a twisty and a little bit of a press as well, just to load up the stamp, and then press that down. And then I'm going to go in with the brush again and just ink that down around the sides, but I'll do that after I have popped these together, just like that. Right, so let's get this all glued and assembled. Right, so I have some organza ribbon here and some cording here. This is like upholstery trimming thingy, but anyway, I like to use this as my rope handles. So I'm just going to quickly make a measurement, just a rough one, no rulers or anything. So I would like it to kind of go like that, or you can add two here, one there and one to the lower one, or we can have one on either side. So I'm going to do one that goes all the way around, a bit like a handbag, and I'm going to attach this with some hot glue. I'm going to pop it there. I am getting an idea as I'm popping this together that I could pop some bows on the sides and then put a smaller one on the front. So I think I might just do that. So let's make some organza bows. I like to do the bunny ears. And if you have no idea what I mean by bunny ears, I will show you. So we do 2 loops. These are the bunny ears, and then you cross them over, and then you thread one of them underneath and through the hole just there. There's loads of different ways that you can tie bows. This is one of them. Maybe not the best demonstration on how to do it. There we go. It wanted to disappear. And then thread that through, and if bows aren't your thing, then find something else that is your thing that you like to add to finish off your projects. It all depends on what you like, and whether you like lace and ribbons, and how far you like to decorate things before you call the project done. Okay, so this could go on the top there, that would look pretty nice there on the front, or I could have the 2 on the side. So I would like to make this a little bit smaller. This is the part where you do that little bit of fiddling around just to get the project finished. Sometimes that bit takes the longest part, is the finishing off and making your decision on whether you're actually done, like done, finished, because you can just carry on adding and adding until, well, okay, so just as a finishing touch, because I don't want to keep building and building because that's really not my style, I'm just going to add a couple of diamantes. I just pulled some out from my stash, and I'm going to put one in the center here and one just in the center of that. And I am adding extra glue because diamantes and gems and things like that do have the little habit of falling off before you manage to give it away. And this glue does dry clear as well, so don't worry about that. And there we go, those are diamantes. So all I have to do now is find someone to say thank you to. I'm going to keep this in my stash until I have the occasion to give this away to. And that is my bag. I really like that, the way that has turned out. And again, you can continue to add things on the sides, add some more pattern paper and things like that. So everything that I have used today will be listed down below. Don't forget, a special day collection is now 40% off until the 10th of March 2023. And thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time.